Hello everyone, today I have my empties and half empties from the last week to share with you. It's not a whole lot, there's barely any empties and there's really not that many half empties. It was kind of a busy week, kind of not, but all three of my kids went back to school last week. So I actually expected to be able to get some more videos done, and I actually thought I would be melting more, but my youngest started kindergarten. So last Wednesday they had a 2-hour orientation where I got to go with him, and that was great. Everything was fine. Thursday he rode the bus by himself and was at kindergarten all day. So basically as soon as his bus drove away, I started crying, and then I didn't stop for a while. So my husband actually ended up being home from work because we had some really heavy rain that Wednesday night, and there was a lot of flooding, and his work actually flooded. So he was home from work Thursday and Friday. So Thursday he took me out Halloween hunting, just to kind of cheer me up. And it did help a lot. I'm not gonna say that I didn't cry while we were out doing that, but it did help a lot. And then Friday we ended up going grocery shopping while the kids were at school. So Thursday and Friday I didn't melt a whole lot, and I obviously didn't get any videos recorded. But anyway, I will get started into my half empties. So we'll just start with, well, I'll start with this one. I melted some Hocus Pocus from Zape. This scent is charred pine, dried fall leaves, and toasted marshmallow. I do really like this. Let me open it up. It does smell really good, and here's what her scoopables look like. They're kind of that, I don't know, they kind of look like Vaseline, but they're really nice. And this was super strong in my bedroom. I put it in my Scentsy Accord, so it was in 3 dishes in my Scentsy Accord, and it performed like a 10 out of 10 in my bedroom. I do really like this. I look forward to using the rest of this, but I don't know that I would repurchase this scent specifically in wax anyway. I would maybe like this in her body care, but it's a good scent. It's a really good scent. It's just not kind of what I was hoping for when I ordered it. I think I ordered this last year, so it's about a year old, and it's still super strong. So yeah, it's good. It's just not what I expected. I really wanted that pine to be a bit more astringent, as I say. I like an astringent pine, and I was also kind of hoping that that charred note would come out more. This is kind of it's sweet from that toasted marshmallow. There is that like dried fall leaves kind of vibe in here. Yeah, but it's more sweet than like earthy, if that makes sense. I was kind of hoping for a more like charred, earthy, astringent pine kind of scent, and it was more of a sweet earthy, which, like I said, is nice. It's just I don't think I need to get more after I finish the scoop, and that scoop will take me a while to finish up anyway. But I did see that her site is open with like the first round of Halloween. I don't know if she'll end up restocking anything or not, but I'm debating going in and grabbing a couple scoops because they do perform well for me. So yeah, it's a good scent. It was a great performer, just not one that I need to get again. I melted one here from Destination Wax. This is Egyptian Dragon. It's an exotic blend of dragon's blood and jasmine. I love dragon's blood. It's very, it's kind of incensey, earthy. Oh, it's really nice. And then I also really like jasmine. I don't do a lot of florals, but jasmine is one that I do. do. Because to me, jasmine is kind of similar to lavender in the way that it can be herbal. Okay, sorry guys, I had to pause. The school nurse called me. Anyway, I was talking about Egyptian dragon. Yeah, so I like jasmine. I was saying that jasmine can be like lavender for me in that sometimes it can smell floral, sometimes it can smell more herbal, sometimes it can smell soapy. So in here, I feel like this jasmine is like that herbal kind of jasmine that I get. Oh, it's so nice. I put 1 cube in my bathroom warmer, and this was like a 9 out of 10 in there, so good performer. Love this scent. I would probably repurchase this. Obviously, I'm gonna melt through the rest of this and see how I feel about it, but as of now, I love it and I will repurchase. I guess I'll do these clams. I have some from the bathing garden. I was just sticking cubes in my tea light warmer throughout the week. So I did 1 cube of Christmas in July in my tea light warmer. And this is so, so nice. It's really just that like quintessential Christmas scent. It's, you know, it has the orange, it has some clove, it has that tree note. I think it's fir. There might be more than one tree in here, but I feel like I pick up on fir, or maybe spruce. I'm not sure, but it smells amazing. That's what the clam looks like. This was about an 8 out of 10 in my tea light warmer. It was really, really good. I'm gonna save this probably for Christmas time and then decide then if I would need more of it. I melted this when I was kind of needing some comfort scents. So this just smelled like Christmas, and Christmas is comforting. So anyway, yeah, I'll have to melt that around Christmas time and see if I need more. I melted a cube of beach bum. I think I actually stuck this one in my bathroom. This is just the Bobbi Brown beach type. Oh, I love it so, so much. Here's what the clam looks like. So pretty. Yeah, this is Bobbi Brown Beach. This did about a 7 out of 10 in my bathroom. I just love this scent. I will, you know, order it from several vendors every year just because it's a staple summer scent for me. It's like that sunscreen, beach air kind of scent. It's so good. And then I melted a cube of Pearls of the Ocean in my tea light warmer. This is, I want to say this is pink sugar and suntan lotion. I can't say what, I want to say copper tone, but I could be wrong. I think it's copper tone though. This is really nice. And here's the clam. I just gotta show you all of her clams because they're so incredibly pretty. Yeah, I think this is copper tone and pink sugar. And this did pretty well too, like a 7 or 8, some between a 7 and an 8 out of 10. I do like that scent. I don't know. I need to melt more to decide if I would repurchase, but I melted a cube of lacquered lollipops in my tea light warmer. I forget what this is, but I know there's currant in here because that's mainly what I smell with like an added sweetness to it. So I've had scents with this note before, but I couldn't figure out what it was, like which note I was smelling, but now I know for sure since I've smelled this one that it is the currant. So before, when I've had it in scents, I'm just gonna say I had it in what is it, Carol from Super Tarts, I want to say. This smells extremely similar to that to me because I mostly get that currant. I think it's like a black currant. But when I had it in Carol, I really didn't like it. I think I couldn't figure out what I was smelling though. I actually gave it to my mom. But in here, now that I've realized it's that currant note that I'm smelling, I actually really liked it. So I think I could try like that scent from Super Tarts again. Yeah, I don't know, it's really nice. This was about a 7 out of 10 in my tea light warmer. Again, I would need to melt more of this to decide if I would repurchase, but it was lovely. This one is Widow's Walk. I again did 1 cube in my tea light warmer. I think this one is like violet and cedarwood. There might be like a smoky note in here. It's really nice. This one was a little lighter in my tea light warmer. It was about a 6 out of 10. It was still lovely. I melted this with something. Oh, it's the other things in my empties, but oh yeah, it's really nice. There's definitely like a smokiness in there. I don't know if that's just coming from the cedarwood or if there is an actual like smoke note, but I love this. I feel like I probably would repurchase this, but once again, I'm gonna melt through some more of it before I decide. Okay, then I have a couple clams from Super Tarts. This one is I Want It Now. It's salty sea air, hard candy, sandalwood, orange flowers, tonka beans, peach, and mandarin. So I think this is like Golden Sands with, is it Golden Sands or I think it's Golden Sands. I think it's Golden Sands with the hard candy and salty sea air. Correct me if I'm wrong. But this smells really nice. It almost has, I mean, it's Golden Sands, so it kind of has that like beachy vibe to it. Sometimes Golden Sands can give me like sun tan lotion vibes. Yeah, and then the salty sea air. The salty sea air doesn't overpower though. It's definitely here, definitely smell it, but it's not the only thing I smell. And then I don't know if the hard candy is just lollipops. It might be. I feel like it's lollipops, but I could be wrong. Yeah, this smells good. Again, I don't know that I need to repurchase it. I will probably melt the rest of this before the end of summer. And, well, before the end of this month, because in September, I'll probably be switching over to fall scents. But, we'll see. I'll melt this. I might try this in my bedroom. I did it in my living room this time, so I might try this in my bedroom and see if I, you know, how I feel about it in there. But that was pretty strong. It was like a 7 out of 10, and that's, you know, pretty good for my living room right now. And then I melted Ahoy Matey. This is Blue Sugar, Very Sexy Cologne, Driftwood, and Salty Sea Air. I did this in my kitchen. This was amazing. Would definitely repurchase this. I love Super Tarts Blue Sugar blends, and that cologne note is so nice. Oh my goodness, I love this. And the salty sea air is just like barely there. Once again, it does not overpower. Oh, I love this. Would repurchase. I would consider getting a BAM of this, but I don't know. I saw in the last pre-order they offered half BAMs, and I did kind of like that. I put like 4 of them in my cart, and then I didn't order because it might actually still be open. So if you didn't see Super Tarts pre-order this weekend, it may still be open. I think it was a little bit ago today, like earlier this morning, but I would go look if you haven't looked yet. I did put some half BAMs in my cart, and then I didn't check out because I don't know when they're gonna come, and our closing date for our house is the 31st, and then we'll be moving like mid-September into the house, and I don't know. I think I'm just gonna hold off for a little bit on placing like pre-orders just until we get settled. But I thought the half BAM idea was kind of nice because sometimes I want a little bit more than a clam, but I don't want a full BAM. So yeah, I thought that was nice, but I was also kind of bummed that all of the scents weren't offered in clams. I don't know what the reasoning was for that. I'm sure they have, you know, a good reason. I haven't been on Facebook, so I didn't see any posts or anything about it. But yeah, anyway, I thought that was kind of cool. Really liked the scent, would repurchase. It was like a 10 out of 10 on strength, and it threw for so long. Like, I put this in midday one day last week, and the next morning it was still going just as strong, and I don't turn my warmers off. So all day, all night, into the morning, throughout that day, it was still performing super strongly, and like I said, would repurchase. That's a good one. Okay, then I have two here from L3. I melted some Ravenclaw. This is blue sugar, sugared violets, Earl Grey tea, and books. I love this scent. Would repurchase. I did this in my living room, so it wasn't super strong this time, but usually it is. Yeah, I really like this. It's kind of hard to explain. I definitely get the Earl Grey tea. I get the sugared violets. The blue sugar is there, but I feel like with L3, the blue sugar is more of a blending scent and not really a like front runner. Like, it's definitely in there, but I feel like it's more or less bringing everything together. The books note isn't super heavy. This is really nice. I have repurchased and will repurchase. I just have a few little things left, so I'll probably finish this up, and then next time I see it offered, I'll grab it again. Like I said, it was in my living room. It did maybe a 6 out of 10. It wasn't super strong, but that's just how it's going in my living room right now. Normally it's much stronger than that. The other one from L3 is Don't Get Burnt. This is Palo Santo, Copper Tone, Salty Sea Air, and Pink Sugar. I absolutely love this scent. Will repurchase this next summer. I don't need it for fall and winter, but would repurchase next summer. It's just so nice. It's perfectly blended. The Salty Sea Air, again, does not overpower. I have so many scents that have salty sea air, and it's just all I can smell. So when I have scents that have salty sea air and it's not all I can smell, I'm like super impressed. But yeah, definitely Copper Tone, Pink Sugar, Palo Santo, and then Salty Sea Air. It's just lovely. I will repurchase this. This performed at like an 8 out of 10. So good performer, really good scent. Will repurchase. Who was that? Oh my goodness, I'm gonna forget her name. Oh, something M. Oh my goodness, I forget her name. If I can go find her, I will link her YouTube in the description. Majestic M. Is that her YouTube name? Oh my goodness. Hopefully you guys know who I'm talking about, but I forget. I'll have to find her and link for you. But she had mentioned before that she has a notebook that she keeps these labels in. If it's a scent that she wants to get again, she takes the label off and puts it in a notebook. So she just always has the scents that she enjoyed, and you know, they're always on hand. Because sometimes when L3 puts up the requests, I'm like, oh, I know there are things that I want, but I can't remember. So I just thought that was such a good idea. You could just go to your notebook and be like, oh yeah, I want this, I want this, I want this. So I mean, it's a good and a bad thing, but no, it's such a good idea. I think I'm gonna start doing that, because by next summer, I might completely forget that this was something that I even enjoyed. So yeah, I think that's a really good idea. I'm gonna start doing that. Okay. Then I melted some blue spruce from Hayden Row. Again, I think I melted this the same time I melted the Christmas in July from the Bathing Garden. I just wanted some like comforting scents, and this is a good one. It obviously Smells like a tree. Oh yeah, this is such a good Christmas tree scent. Yeah, that's just what it reminds me of. It has like this almost cooling effect to it. It's so crisp and it's just really good. And this threw at about a 7 out of 10. Good performer. Love the scent. Probably would repurchase that. I was just looking at her, my goodness, her loaf pre-order. It's still up. I don't know how long it will be up, but it's still up while I'm recording this video. I did just take a look at it. I don't think I'm gonna order anything, but I think Blue Spruce was on there. I could be wrong, but I think it was on there. It's a really good scent. Okay, then I have one here from The Pharmacist's Daughter. This is the Tropics. It's Orange Blossom, Calypso Sun, Cocoa Butter, Cashmere. This was nice. I don't know that it's one I need to get again. Like, I'll finish this up and I'll enjoy it. Oh, you definitely get that Orange Blossom though. Yeah, this is nice. It's just, after a little bit in my warmer, I did it in my Scentsy Accord in my bedroom. After a little bit, it turned into like kind of a candied scent. Like at first, I really enjoyed it. It was just, you know, I like Cocoa Butter Cashmere. I'm not sure what Calypso Sun is. I feel like there might be some tropical notes in there, but I love Cocoa Butter Cashmere. I really like Orange Blossom. So at first, it just kind of smelled like a little bit, not suntanny, but maybe like a perfume you would wear at the beach, or I don't know. It smelled beachy, but not like tropical fruity to me. So it smelled really nice. But then after a couple hours, it kind of started to smell candied, like, I don't know, like a powdery candy. So it just wasn't my favorite after a few hours, but I did like it at first. It was a good strong performer, like an 8 or 9 out of 10 in my bedroom. And I don't know, if you think you might like it, I would say try it. It's just, I don't think I need to repurchase it, but it did perform well. Oh, and I have some from Teddy B's. So I melted some Surfside Sweet Shop. This one smells really good to me. Oh, I didn't even tell you the notes. It's birthday cake, marshmallow cream, butter cookies, cake batter, and beach treats, which is her beach nights. Yeah, to me, it's a lot of beach nights with those. You do get those kind of vanilla creamy bakeries in there, which is really nice. I don't know, it's a really good performer. It's like a 9 out of 10. I think I would repurchase this. She has a few Beach Nights blends that I like, and for me the Beach Nights is the prominent note in all of them, so I can't say for sure which one I would repurchase, but this might be it because it's just, you know, it's really nice and it has that creamy vanilla added to the Beach Nights, so I would maybe repurchase that one. I did some Christmas macchiato. This, I did one little piece in my tea light warmer in my kitchen, and I smelled it in every room in my house. This is so strong. The first time I melted it, it was not this strong. I think I just needed to let it sit for a little bit longer. This was like an 11 out of 10. It was a 10 plus out of 10. It was so strong. I put it in my tea light warmer. I went upstairs to get in the shower. My husband was home. He was like 5 feet from my tea light warmer, so it wasn't unattended. But I went up to get in the shower and I smelled it the whole time I was in the shower. It's all I could smell. I had other scents going upstairs and this was all I could smell. It's so good. It's so strong. The notes are fresh pine, buttercream, vanilla waffle cone, espresso, and vanilla ice cream. Oh my gosh, would repurchase for sure. Oh, it's so good. So good. I think Nicole Perry said that she realized this is Teddy B's Christmas trees and cream scent with espresso. I do feel like that's what it is, and I love their Christmas trees and cream, and that espresso just, it makes it even better. It's crazy. I love it. And the pine in here is the pine that I want all of the pines to be. It's like fresh, and I don't know, it's a good pine. It's what I want all the pine to be. And the espresso is perfect. It doesn't smell like a perm or a skunk, as I've heard people say. It just smells like a really good coffee. Love that. Love it so much. Would highly recommend. I also melted some Ginny Springs from Teddy Bees. This is the fresh scent of Gain Laundry blended with Norwegian pines and a touch of citrus. So the pine in here is different from that pine, but it's still good. Yeah, it's still good. It's not, to me, there's this oil that's just this very watered down pine, and that is not what I want in my wax. I really want to smell like a fresh, clean, crisp, like I've said, astringent pine. That's what I want to smell. And this one is almost there. It's a really good pine. It is like a clean pine. And the Gain is lovely. Do I get a touch of citrus? I guess I do. Yeah, I guess. It's hard to say. I think it just kind of blends into that Gain. But this is lovely. This, to me, on warm, smells very soapy. I can't say like a specific soap that it smells like, but it smells soapy to me, and I really like it. This did like an 8 out of 10. I think I would repurchase this. I'm gonna continue melting through this to really decide, but as of now, I feel like I would repurchase it. I like clean, soapy scents, so that is good for me. And then the last half empty, and the last thing from Teddy Bees is Khaleesi. This is Palo Santo, tonka bean, oud wood, warm vanilla sugar, and fireside. If you've watched my videos, you've heard me talk about this one several times. I love it. It smells, to me, it reminds me of my grandpa. So to me it kind of smells like Stetson. Oh my goodness, it's so good though. Yeah, to me it's very masculine leaning. It's beautiful, and I will always repurchase this. I picked up a loaf of it. Anytime it's offered, I will probably repurchase. I have plans to blend this with things. I have many plans to melt it on its own. It's a great scent. It was fairly strong in my, where did I put this? I think I did this in the kitchen, and it was pretty strong, like an 8 out of 10. So that's good, and we'll always repurchase. Okay, let me scoot this stuff back a little bit, and then we'll get into my empties. Like I said, it's not much at all. It's literally like 5 things. And I don't think any of them are from the same vendor. No. So the first thing I have is Yippee-Ki-Yay from Super Tarts. This is iced sugar cookies and pine needles. This is a favorite of mine from Super Tarts, like a top 5 scent from Super Tarts. Absolutely love this. I'm kind of kicking myself for melting through the rest of this because I don't know when it's going to come back. And this is a Christmas scent for me. I melt this the last 2 years. I've melted this on Christmas, so this was all I had left, and I'm kind of worried that it's not going to come back before Christmas. But anyway, it's like a 10 out of 10. The pine in here, I can't even, oh my gosh, it's so like, again, it has like this cooling effect to it. And this sugar cookies, I don't know if this is the sugar cookie oil that she always uses or that they always use, but Oh my gosh, this is just perfect. If you haven't tried this and you like pine mixed with bakery, you need to try this. It's so good. Again, it's so strong. And I will always, always, always repurchase. When this comes back around, I will get a band bag. Hopefully that will be before Christmas. Like, I kind of hope that they do their Christmas Melts collection for their next pre-order, so we can be sure to receive those scents before Christmas. Yeah, so good. Absolutely love. Can't believe that I melted it. But again, I needed some comforting scents last week, and that one is super comforting because it instantly makes me think of Christmas. I should say Christmas with my family. So this next one is from Destination Wax. It's Ghostess, Parma Violets, and Lightly Toasted Marshmallow. I got this one last year, I think. Yeah, 2020. It was so good. It was strong. It was like a 9 out of 10 in my kitchen. I cut the 2-ounce scent shot into 3 pieces and split it between my 3 warmers in the kitchen. 10 out of 10. Really lovely. It's kind of hard to explain. You definitely get that marshmallow, but you also really get the violet, and the violet in here is almost kind of clean smelling to me. It's a little powdery, but it's also very clean smelling. And then you also get the toasted marshmallow. It's not like, I don't even know that I would say it smells toasted. It just smells like fluffy marshmallow with like a sweet, clean, slightly powdery violet. This was really nice. I would repurchase. I think this is one that Kim Hart's Organizing talks about, and I think that might have been why I picked it up last year. And I don't know why I just now got around to melting it, but it was beautiful. Would repurchase that. This one was actually in my empties basket last week, and I just missed it. It was like stuck to the side and I didn't see it. This is Brain Freeze from the Bathing Garden. It's a very minty, maybe some menthol in there, maybe some vanilla. It's hard to smell in the bag now, but I did this in my tea light warmer and it was like an 8 out of 10. Really nice. I would maybe repurchase, well, not, I didn't purchase, this was a sample, but I would maybe I would maybe purchase this one in the future. I do like minty scents, and I believe this will be part of her Halloween collection. So then I melted Womanizer from Vintage Chic. This is Sun and Sand, Hawaiian Tropic, and Boom Boom. Mostly I just got the Hawaiian Tropic. Sun and Sand is a scent that I really like, and I do like Boom Boom. I've come to realize that Hawaiian Tropic isn't my favorite like suntan scent, because I mostly just get coconut, and it's the coconut that I don't like. So this mostly smelled like the Hawaiian Tropic to me. I melted this in my daughter's room. It was very strong. I would say it was a 10 out of 10 in her bedroom. Not one I would repurchase, just because, like I said, Hawaiian Tropic isn't my favorite, but it was a good performer. It smelled good. I just, you know, me personally, I don't like that coconut smell. So then I have one from Hayden Row. This is Maine Woods. This is so lovely. I forget what the notes are, but it's like a tree note and then like wood smoke. It's so nice. It just smells like you're in the middle of a forest. There's like evergreens around you, and there's some wood smoke off in the distance. Oh yeah, it's so good. I would repurchase this. It is in her loaf pre-order right now. I'm just really trying to hold off, guys, because it's a lot to have to worry about where your pre-orders are going. Like I already have several that I'm like, oh, are we gonna be here when they come? Like where are they gonna go? Okay, anyway, I would repurchase this, but I'm trying to hold off on the pre-orders right now. So that's really good, and it is, my camera stopped, but Maine Woods is a strong performer, like an 8 out of 10. Really nice scent. The last thing I have is Apples and Evergreen from Dessa's Homespun Scents. This is really nice. As you can probably tell from the name, it smells like evergreen trees and apples. Yeah, there's not much scent left in the bag, but I do really like this. I've mentioned before, I like a lot of Dessa's scents. They are typically really good performers for me, but her like business model has changed recently. I think she's going to restocks rather than pre-orders, which is great. I think that's great. I just feel like I'm gonna miss out a lot. Like I feel like I'm gonna miss the restock. I'm not gonna get anything that's on my list. I mean, obviously I can try, but, and the other thing is with, you know, restocks, it's a set amount of scents that she's doing. So from what I can tell, like I said, I haven't been on Facebook recently, but from what I can tell, she's, you know, saying here are scents to choose from, which ones are your favorite, and then she's gonna pour like the most requested. And I tend to kind of go for scents that aren't often the most requested. Yeah, but anyway, I really like Dessa's wax. It performs really great for me. This was like a 10 out of 10 in my bedroom. There are some scents from Dessa's that I feel like you can't get anywhere else. She has some really nice blends. Her oils, I feel like, are top notch, and she has a really nice wax blend too. So I do really like Dessa's. I would like to get more Dessa's in the future. I just have to kind of figure out how to make it work for me. So anyway, that is all of the wax that I melted this week. Like I said, it's not as much as usual, but hopefully this coming week I can get some more things melted. I'm still doing, I mean, as you could see here, I had some tree scents, some more like winter Christmas scents in here, but I am still trying to melt mostly summery scents for the rest of August, trying to get some things cleared out and that I don't want to carry with me into fall and winter, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to try to get at least one more video done today, possibly two. I feel like probably just one more, but we'll see. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.